Choice, free will, and sovereignty. Choice and free will is what we are told we have on this world, that we're free to choose every day, that we are choosing, that we're choosing freely. In fact, that is hardly the case. Our choices are bound and constricted in 1,000 forms. We live in a society where groupthink prevails and where just think is delegitimized. We live in a society where we can choose not from what's in our heart, but a small and narrow band of options, ever more constricted, decided and imposed by somebody else, and it's still called choice. That isn't the pure essence of choice, and certainly it is not made freely. When you're bound, constricted, told there will be consequences if you don't do A, B, or C, that is not choice, and that is not free or free will. Time to begin to discern. Choice and free will comes from within. A choice you make on any aspect in your life that comes from your heart within, unencumbered by anything or anyone else. It is yours. That is choice chosen freely. A choice that in any form that is influenced or encumbered is not pure choice. First, second, third order choice. Every time with a narrow band of options, like a cone, narrowing the range of possibilities from which you can pick and choose, in quotes, choose, isn't choice. It is somebody else's, this set of options provided to you, and you're left to pick the ones that they select in the name of. Plus, in our world, we have an increasingly less number of choices. Anything from colors of something to items on a menu to items in a store. We have less choices. There is no reason for us to have those less choices. It is time to choose, to discern the difference between choice, my choice, your choice, and anyone else's choice, free, unencumbered, and uninfluenced. And it would then allow it and its effects and consequences to evolve and resolve in the form it takes, but uninfluenced and in natural form and natural progression. Not when somebody else sets the stage, sets the scene. Somebody, some paradigm, some rule, some tradition, some dogma, some ideology. Fill in the blank of any of those that take the place of an avatar, limiting your range of options, and sometimes simply imposing a single one. And doing it with such force and pressure, attempting to convince you that that's the only one and that one is good for you, rationalizing on why that is, even rationalizing it to a point where you don't even know there's any other available. That is not choice. That is not free will, or you being a sovereign being. Stand for your choices, make your choices. Don't allow anyone to tell you you cannot, or you must, or you will. You choose. You're a sovereign being, just like every other human being on this planet. Take that into consideration. Make those choices freely. We are responsible for the effects and consequences of our choices. It is time to also be willing to accept those. But that flows and operates much better when we are responsible for the choices that we make without any influence for anyone else, from anyone else. We take equity in that. We take responsibility. We learn how to drive our own lives. We learn how to be in charge of our own lives. We truly behave as adults. Or, For the younger ones, the children, you teach these values. They too, they take responsibility and take equity with the choices that they make. They learn by those consequences, by those effects. But in our world, we can always do different. So the ones that we have made in the past, they are in the past. The choices from now forward, they shall be yours. You make them. You take the effects and the consequences. You take responsibility, and you become the master and commander of your life. And it is yours alone. You don't live anyone else's. No one else lives it for you. It is your life. Everyone is on the journey of life. Everyone is on the road. Everyone is on a journey. Blessings.